Welcome to another episode of Drinks I've Never Had Before, patrons, where I pull a semi-random cocktail from the Modern Bartender's Guide, and today we're going to make Black Stripe. There are a style of spiced rums currently on the market that are labeled Black Stripe. I think there's a name of there's a Mount Gay makes a Black Stripe, maybe it's Mount Gay rum makes Black Stripe. And I think there's probably a few others. I gather that the idea for that comes from something like this, a tradition of mixing rum and molasses together and calling it a drink. It says here, Black Stripe, a small bar glass, 1 wine glass of St. Croix rum or Jamaica, so it gives us an option, a tablespoon of New Orleans molasses. And what was unique about New Orleans molasses? I'm probably gonna look that up on my phone real quick. It says if it's called for in the summer, stir in about a tablespoon of water and let it cool with fine ice. In the winter, fill the glass with boiling water and grate a little nutmeg on top and serve. Let's call this a summer version. And real quick, I'm going to look up New Orleans style molasses because maybe we have to throw in a dash of bitters or something. Well, according to the dictionary, New Orleans molasses is just dark molasses, so it should be fine to go with. If it comes out undersweet, because it does reference it being high in sugar content, we can fortify it with some simple syrup after the fact. Let's see how it goes. So we're going to need a small bar glass. Now, I don't have any St. Croix rum. I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to do kind of a mix of rums here with Wray & Nephew and Plantation, and I think that'll give us something with some flavor profile and some proof. My small bar glass would be this one, typically. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's pretty fine. Boy. All right, some fine ice. Fine, crushed or ideally shaved. I don't have that. So let's do a ½ an ounce of Wray & Nephew Overproof. About a ½ an ounce of that. And about 1.5 ounces of the Plantation. Now, this is a real drink to put some hair on your chest. Now we want a tablespoon of rum, a tablespoon of molasses. Hey Siri, how many ounces is a tablespoon?
0.5
½ an ounce. Interesting, that's good to know. So that makes sense actually. So a tablespoon of this black strap molasses, unsulfured. That is, whoa. Gives me some ideas visually. Oh my God, what a smell. My grandmother used to like to say that so-and-so was moving slower than molasses in January. It does want to hang out in there. That's what I was just doing, was just to try and get the rest of that out. Let's see, I don't think we're gonna be able to stir this very well. Maybe. Not really. It's still hanging on to my spoon here. So, and it's toxic as hell looking. So we're gonna shake this. All right, so there is our black stripe. Let's give it a taste. That's a lot better than I was expecting it to be. I mean, yeah, molasses is the dominant flavor. It's not very nuanced. It's way more drinkable than I thought it was going to be. Just kind of tastes like burnt caramel and Jamaican rum funk. Not bad. But the molasses really dominates. I could see this being done hot with the nutmeg. I think that would actually be probably the better way to go. I don't know why I wanted to do the summer preparation for some reason. It tastes thick. Like it has a really heavy mouthfeel. It does have a kind of like a weight to it. I don't know how else to describe that. But it's not an unpleasing flavor. It has a kind of smoky, burnt caramel thing going on. A little bit of, I mean, it tastes like some kind of a dessert. I don't know. It's good, actually. It's just heavy. It's really legitimately heavy. Visually, the molasses going into the glass gives me ideas. Might be able to do something with that for a Stranger Things cocktail. All right. This is drinks I've never had before, and that was the Black Stripe. Guys, thank you so much for supporting the show and becoming patrons. I hope this small series I'm doing, you guys like it. I hope so. Anyway, I'll see you on Fridays with a regular cocktail on How to Drink YouTube. And I'll be putting these out as often as I can. And I'll see you guys soon.